Hello and welcome back again. We're still looking at Marozzo's Dagger and we're really going to be finishing things off a little bit. So what we've done is we've looked at the idea that Marozzo says when you come to use the dagger you're already going to know how to use the side sword. So you can actually already fight with the knife. And then he looks at a couple of tricks you can use to get in and then talks about how we're going to defend against cuts and thrusts. And that's really what we've looked at so far. But what we need now is a tactic, yeah? Because we can rely on these feints. I can try stabbing the hand, cutting underneath when he tries to parry. I can try going around the outside and wait for some kind of defense against that, and then trying to control that and get in. But that's a couple of tricks. That's not a kind of tactic to actually try and win the fight. So what I'm going to do is, first thing, I'm going to keep this hand moving so it's got a target. I'm going to keep this hand moving as well. So both hands need to stay in motion so that I don't just go boom. Yeah? Because if we're in a duel situation, that cut probably wins me the fight. Yeah? We're not trying to kill each other. Yeah? Killing him is probably still illegal. So I want to just draw blood. So, what I'm going to look to do is I'm going to look to encourage him to attack on this outside line. That's really what I want to do. So most of the time, I'm going to let the dagger hang across in a much more kind of porta de ferro style way across the body here, because that encourages the cuts not to come in on this side. I'm now much more open on this side. And what I'm looking for is if a cut comes in this side, I can take that parry and control the arm. And it's about the only way I'm going to get in safely whilst having control of that knife into range, cut, ask him to yield, stab him, whatever I want to do. I need to take that outside line. So option one is I'm going to get him to attack, and as I go to parry that, seize the arm and get some kind of attack back. Because that keeps me safe, yeah? The other option though is he might decide that he doesn't want to attack on that side, and he's just intent on hitting me on this side. So what I've got to be prepared to do is what is effectively an envelop. So when an attack comes in on this side, I'm going to move it across to this side to move in and take my attack. So what I'm going to do now is, as it comes in, I'm going to deliver what's almost, I'm not even sure how to describe that technique. Technically, it's a reverso raddoppio underneath to that outside as that attack's coming in. So if the attack's coming in, I need to catch it and move it across to the other side so that I can get in and take that hit. So really, it doesn't matter which side it's coming in. I've just got to be prepared to try and get it across to that outside line. So the fight then becomes trying to use these techniques to score a hit on the hand, if I can, trying to score, see if he takes the bait. If he just moves though, there's nothing to stop him moving out of the way of that feint. Yeah, he didn't open himself up for my trick. I can try these tactics. I keep my hands moving so I'm not getting hit, and if he comes in for a committed attack, whichever line it is, I want to take that outside line and try to finish the fight. And that's it. That is Marozzo's dagger dueling in a nutshell. There's not a lot on it, but hopefully you can see it gives an idea of how you would actually use the knife in a dueling situation. The reason that's important is we're going to look, moving on, how we're going to use the dagger in the offhand. It's again going to be very much in that kind of dueling situation. This is not street defense dagger. This is how you use a dagger to win when both of you have agreed rules and what daggers you're going to use and all the rest of it, not when a guy tries to just knife you in a pub. So, very different setup, but it fits very well into what we're going to start looking at, the way we use the dagger in the offhand along with the side sword, which is what we're going to start looking at as of next week. So hopefully you've just found this quick run through on the dagger an interesting little diversion, and next week we'll crack on with some more side stuff for you. Until then, take care.